Hey, and welcome back to the channel, and thanks for joining me on another adventure. I'm continuing on my Florida Trail through hike. This is going to be the Florida that most will never see. And today, I'm on one of the most underrated long distance trails in the country. Last night was crazy. There were so much animal activity right around my tent. It sounded like cat fights and dog fights and dogs. I don't know if there were bobcats out and about or what was going on. But yeah, it took me a while to fall asleep. And I didn't sleep very well. But oh, we're pressing on this morning. With Kissimmee Prairie behind me, I'll now be passing through River Ranch and heading north. That's the first magnolia tree that I've come across. Those are super pretty when they flower. Definitely the wrong time of year for that though. If you're into challenging yourself and discovering a side of the Sunshine State that you never knew existed, then this video is for you. By this point, my journey was taking me deeper into the month of January, where the daytime temperatures were getting significantly cooler. This is something that I was loving. However, it made walking through the frequent water crossings on the trail a bit invigorating, especially in the early mornings. With a water crossing of some kind almost every day, I've had to overcome my personal dislike of wet feet. I've been conditioning myself to just embrace the cold, squishy feeling, and I found it to be a positive experience because it's forced me to get out of my comfort zone. Good morning. Reaching River Ranch, I was greeted by some amazing horses. Good morning, guys. These are just some beautiful horses. Wow. Top of the morning. So a ranch hand is just getting ready to run the horses down the road. So I'm gonna hang out a minute just to see that happen. He gave me a ride on the cart just from that little stretch there because you can't have anybody in the area. So let's check this out. Apparently this was a ranch at one point, and then Westgate bought it and turned it more into a resort. than ranch.
This experience really took me back to my childhood. Growing up in South Miami, I spent weekends working on a ranch, and the sights, sounds, and smells here today unexpectedly brought back a lot of those memories. With River Ranch behind me and back on trail, I would be passing through the Three Lakes Wildlife Management Area. Birders flock here in mid August to witness the fall warbler migration. But that's not all. This area here in Three Lakes also contains the highest concentration of bald eagle nests in the entire continental United States. This is also the second largest remaining expanse of dry prairie in the United States.
That's interesting. This guy looks like he got impaled on the barbed wire. So, maybe he was hanging on the side of a cow and the cow brushed up against him, or ouch. Another snake skeleton. Come across quite a few of those along the trail. As my son would call these, we have another danger noodle. Yeah.
Scattered across the prairies are these tree islands. These clusters of trees and shrubs offer welcome shade, natural windbreak, and an ideal spot for a campsite.
We used to call these crab spiders when I was a kid, but I don't know what they're actually called. Trying to get the camera to focus. But they got like little spiky crab kind of shells on them, but it's having a hard time focusing. But yeah, I'm not sure what they're actually called, but that's what we call them. Going through some of this open grass area, it's very windy. And then when you get back in these little hammocks and canopies, it's a lot more calm and way different than being out there exposed on the grass. Good morning. We are heading out. We have about a little over 17 miles to the next camp. It's a nice, cool morning. I tell you, last night was like the calmest night that I've had on trail yet. It was not only not windy, there was no animals about. It was just like a dead calm, almost like a uneasy calm, like too quiet. I mean, there wasn't like even acorns falling. But and the moon was so bright. The moon was like, I woke up probably about 4:45 or so, the first time I woke up, and it was like so bright outside. It was like a moonset rather than a sunset. It was just super bright. I actually thought there was somebody walking up with a headlamp at first, but you know, it wasn't moving or anything. It was just a steady, constant light. Yeah, good night of sleep. Beautiful morning. And back out into this scrub area. Sun's coming up over there. We're going to jog a little northwest before we head more north. With every step north, the weather improved. The air this morning had a beautiful crispness. The skies were perfectly clear, and the trail was completely dry. It was an absolutely ideal morning to be on the Florida Trail. Some more raccoon tracks this morning. I've been following this for a while now on the trail, and I don't know if it was like an old driveway to an old homestead or a ranch out here, or maybe an old rail line, because it's relatively level and it's consistently, you know, the same elevation compared to the rest of the terrain. And it's unusually high compared to the rest of the area, so it seems to be either like an old drive way or a rail line or something. Piece of old tin roof here. I don't know if it's part of a little shack or maybe some kind of information board at some point, but it's been there a while. It's great they have these trash cans at these road crossings. I mean, they're not common, but I'm glad to see that there. For the most part, everybody's been policing their trash pretty good on trail. But there's, I don't know, there's somebody that likes tuna fish. He definitely just leaves his tuna fish all along the trail and at sites. So, don't be that guy. Just, you know, keep it with you, burn it at the fire pits, or throw it away. But nobody needs to see your trash. An eagle. Bald eagle here. Pretty cool. Oh, there's another one. Must have a nest. Nest. Oh, they do have a nest. It's right there. Look at that. That's cool. Haven't been in this kind of a pine environment since the southern section down in Big Cypress Preserve. Which was many miles ago. Little fire tower over there. So the color of this fungus on this tree, or whatever that is, it looks so similar to the trailblazings that a couple of times it threw me off the trail, because not only is it a very similar color, but they were relatively like the same size and shape as the blaze. Yeah, it got me a couple times. Man, I didn't have my camera running, but I was rounding this corner. They're still taking off from the bushes. I rounded that corner there, and when I did, there was about 5 or 6 raccoons just strolling down the trail. Luckily they were friendly, not ravenous. That would have been bad. This area also has the first cypress dome that I've seen since Big Cypress Preserve. Yeah, still too soon to look at something like that. Only means one thing: lots of water. Shy cows.
Making it to camp, the first thing I did was filter water for drinking and for dinner. I was looking forward to getting camp set up and simply just enjoying the nice evening ahead.
Time to squeeze some water. I'm so glad that this pitcher pump worked. I looked ahead, and all reports were that it was working, which was great, because then I had to carry less water here. So that's always an amazing thing. And it does work well. These have been at a lot of the campsites in the central area, but they've also been hit or miss. So I'd say half, maybe a little more than half of them didn't work. But when they do, it's great.
Thank you for watching and sharing this part of my Florida Trail journey. Be sure to check out the rest of the series capturing this entire adventure. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next adventure.